All right, we're live. On time, not 8 minutes late at all. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Janet Christmas is not canceled. Don't worry. everybody's getting scared. Where's everybody at? We're all here. Art was really upset with us in the beginning and just broke his mic, so we have to wait for him to fix it. But we're all
Sorry,
good
yeah,
now.
I was mad at Jimmy.
How do I pull up the
You know what I
chat?
mean?
Oh, there we go.
Everybody got the chat up? Yeah, you go.
Yeah,
Good.
I got it.
Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to more Reseller Drafts Mondays. Here we got our boy Old School Flips, Jimmy. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
How do you get the chat?
Oh,
Oh,
how do
yes,
you
yeah.
It's
Wait, no, I
on the
know.
side there.
I'm here to lose as always. I'm here to come in last place.
I feel like you might do good this one. You have all these toys behind you, Jimmy. You better not disappoint. Draft some kind of toy. No one. That's what Jimmy's been like. You've been on like 4 or 5 times now with us, right?
Yep.
And you really did good in the first 3 rounds, and then you pick 2 things that people never heard of, and then you're like Dustin. We did Halloween candy, and Jimmy picked Chewy Lemon Heads and Friends as his favorite Halloween candy. So. And then
It's good, but I mean,
and then he wondered why he didn't win. So.
It's like that's like C tier.
That's like B tier. Way worse than Swedish Fish, by the way.
Swedish Fish, yeah, that's a good B tier right there. But
Yeah,
that's not what we're here for. So quit ranking your Halloween.
So yeah, that's what you get if you win. You get to brag like Paul.
Yeah,
bragging
right. Like for example, like I won last week, so I can brag. I won the Christmas
I didn't
movies.
realize that I'm the. Huh?
What? Yeah.
No,
What-
no,
what'd
I'm
you
just
do?
realizing I didn't put my name on right. Everybody else put their YouTube name, and I did. I did it. I screwed up already.
There you go. I'll switch you real quick for you. Ready?
Yeah, subscribe to Art. That's his channel. It's just Art.
Yeah, just type in art. See, I wasn't thinking.
Is that better?
There you go. See, that's perfect, bro. Yeah, I wish I was here right now. Yeah, 300K views, bro. That's perfect. Keep it.
I hope I spelled it right.
He
Is
went
that right?
all caps,
There you go.
too.
Yeah, it was good.
There we
Have
go.
you had
Alright.
the ghost drinks, Paul? The
No.
like energy drinks. So I don't really drink those kind of things anymore, just because I'm getting old. But they have a Swedish Fish flavor, and it's actually pretty on
I
point.
heard somebody say that on somebody's like, yeah, they said it was really good. So I
had a
try
little
it.
bit
Yeah.
of it and had to give the rest to Jess because I'll just be like this all day because I'll drink the same amount of coffee and have the energy drink. Yeah.
Oh dang, yeah. So
It's
that's
too much.
That's a lot. That's a lot. You're like the Energizer bunny then. Anyways, we got Dustin, bro picker. In case you guys don't know, he's right. I can never
Right.
do this right.
Right here.
There.
Oh, it's the other way.
See,
Right here.
There.
Dustin, tell everybody guess who you are. In case people don't know.
So yeah, my name's Dustin and I go by the Pro Picker, and I go to yard sales, flea markets, thrift stores, basically do what Paul does, but a little bit better. A lot of bit better. No,
You
just
live
kidding.
you
I'm
live in a
kidding.
better
I'm
you live in a better area. I think you said that last time, but then like one of my spies was in your chat. You're like, Dustin's talking crap about you.
Oh, I think what I have to do, like you're gonna be the Florida flipper now.
Yeah,
or-
something like Dustin was live or something. I said a joke about me, and I got like a message on Instagram.
Oh,
like,
it's
Dustin's
about you being really, really tall or something.
yeah, like it's like
Yeah.
Dustin's talking crap. You better go back in there. I'm like, what? Then we got Art, the Art, not just any art,
The Art.
Art
Yeah,
of
the
resell,
Yeah.
the Super Mario reseller.
Oh yeah, dude, that was a cool video. That was probably like the funnest video I've made.
Is that the costume one?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I saw a TikTok the other day where a guy pulls up in a little like Mario Kart to a cop and throws foam shells at him.
I saw that.
I couldn't do that. No.
The cop was in it because the guy's like, you got some coins. You paying me some gold coins to get out of this. He's like, oh, Mario's got gold coins. Art, tell people who you are. I guess people don't know who you are.
The Art of Resale. I am the furthest. No, I'm not the furthest. No. The Art of Resale here in Las Vegas. I'm a picker, flipper. I don't know what else should I say. YouTube videos is trying to catch up with everybody else.
There we go.
I don't make videos like Dustin because he outworks me 100%. I can't get
Oh,
views
Lord.
like Paul
No,
and
you can't.
Jimmy. I don't have a collection like yours.
There you go. That's what you got, Jimmy. You got the collection
Yeah,
All
going.
I got. All I got.
I got one Masters of the Universe there. He has like 26 behind him.
He probably
More than
has
26.
Jimmy, how much do you think your collection is worth if you were to like sell it?
I have no idea.
Are we talking about like hundreds, like six figures here?
No, not even close.
No,
Most
you
of
don't
these
think
are
so?
actually modern.
Oh.
I bought clearance stuff, and this is my way of storing it until it's worth money.
You bought it on clearance, or wait,
Yeah.
you bought that brand new?
Yeah.
I'll give you $200 for it, but you got.
I mean, these aren't old. These are all modern.
Is it the deal or no deal, Jimmy? He's offered you 200 right now. Take it or leave
But
it.
you have to ship it. I mean,
200 free
Deal.
ship.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, it's
How
funny.
can
Also,
I pass that up? That's like
so hello everybody in the chat. What's up, Jen and Ken and Amanda? Laura, the coolest mom, is here. How are you doing? We got Darlene and Guy Niece. What's happening? TJ, how you doing? No one ever chews Swedish fish. Okay. Flea Picker Joe, how are you doing? And we got Fleecon. That's your boy, Art. What's up, Fleecon? How you
Yeah,
doing?
Charlie.
We got Melanie. What's up, Shed? Thrift Daddy. We got Hillary here. Hi, Paul. Dustin, I love watching your videos. Great
Thanks,
finds.
Hillary.
So she said hi to me, but she said, Dustin, I love watching your videos. So she doesn't like watching my videos, but she wants to say hi. So there we go. That works. We got Sean here. Sean's wondering if Peyton's coming back next year, Art.
I hope not. I hope not. We want somebody else.
All right.
the Broncos
this
are going to
week-
offer him a bunch of money. Just saying.
This
Over
week
Peyton?
we're
Are they
doing
really?
Christmas
No, they're
toys.
not. Really?
Sorry, we're doing Christmas toys. Not football.
Sorry.
No,
Monday night.
Sorry.
I would
We'll
lose
do-
a football draft.
We'll do terrible coaches next week. We'll draft that next week. We can talk about Sean Payton then. But they were doing
the whole
football.
Eagles, the whole draft.
Oh, there's a wheel.
There's a wheel. So pretty much we're gonna pick to see who lands on, and then if it lands on you, Dustin, you pick where you want to draft. You want to draft 1, 2, 3, or 4. So for example, I'm going to land on me, which is not rigged at all.
Rigged.
Definitely not rigged at all.
Totally
so
rigged.
Rigged.
I'm gonna go first. Why not? I will go first. So that's how it goes.
That wasn't rigged. You already put in first spot.
Yes,
Dude, I had no idea how you did that.
Jimmy,
That's pretty neat.
Jimmy.
Rigged.
Emi, it's Emi.
Oh, this is gonna be
I have you in the 3 slot here, Jimmy. I predicted my psychic power predicted you're gonna go 3, so I don't know if I'm right.
I'm
or
gonna
not.
go. Oh, I think I'll. I'm gonna go 4.
You make me do all this work. I have to now do this and do that
I want back-to-back picks.
and
That's
do
the only
thi-
reason.
Oh, just messed up there. Look what you did, Jimmy. I blame you for this. Yeah, you guys get to see live Canva on. What happened to Dustin? Why can't I pick Dustin? Okay.
Nope. There we go.
Guys, I'm a professional, in case you guys were not aware.
Special Canva guy.
Professional canvas.
Yeah, your Photoshop is right.
The thumbnail was
Photoshop
pretty
skills
good,
are
Art.
great.
You gotta say that was a pretty good thumbnail.
Oh.
man. Only took
Hey.
wow, that was like the Price is Right wheel. That just
Yeah.
went over.
I'm going to take second.
Alright. So we got me, Dustin, Art, and Jimmy. That is the order.
I went with 4 because none of you guys were alive when I bought the toys. I played with them.
Before we start, let's see who else is here. Darlene says, "Who's wrapping all these Christmas presents?" And you guys, I know I listened to Jimmy put me to sleep yesterday with his podcast. So he told me
morning.
about how his wife just goes on the floor and like makes a huge mess when she wraps. Right? See, I see. Look at that.
I like wrapping
Like,
presents.
You guys
doesn't
wrap
use
your
a
own
table.
gifts?
Like, who doesn't use a table? She just.
I give everything to my sister to wrap, and then the gift to my sister, I give to my other sister to wrap. So that's how I get it done. I never wrapped that one thing in my life. Dustin, you wrap, or is your
What's
wife
that?
the rapper? Do
Oh,
do you-
wife. Yeah. I mean,
It's like that's what you.
that's not a skill set then.
I like wrapping presents.
What's up, Patrick Murphy? Hillary says, "I love everything you do, Paul. You know I'm your number one fan. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure. I wanted Dustin to know that you like me more than you like him. That's all it was. That's all I was there for."
Hillary can be your number one fan and still appreciate my content more. Like those things that can happen.
Not all of us can get arrested at a yard sale. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Diamond could just get the cop alarm every
That's-
single week, you know? It must be nice.
Well, the first cop video I did better than the second one, so there's diminishing returns.
Dustin's like, hey, I'm going to come to your yard sale in about a couple hours. Can you call the cops real quick,
I
please?
should do that.
I just every yard sale I go to, I'm like, please call the cops on me.
All right. So we talked about this a little bit in the back room. We're only doing one game system, so it's not all game systems. And the rest of it is just toys that you either wanted as a kid, popular toys in the 80s, 90s. I don't know, maybe 2000s. I don't know. All right, you're the youngest one here, right? How old are you? 27?
28.
28.
28.
And then Jimmy's like 65?
65, yeah.
65. All right, so we got a good
Damn.
range.
No, I mean, sorry.
I'm 46, man.
Yeah, I didn't think you were 65. I was like,
Wait, am I
wow.
46? Yeah, 46.
I said Jimmy looks pretty good for 65.
You had me going for a second, Buzz.
You should have went along with
Where he's coming in.
Yeah, so I'm going first. This is something that I really wanted on my graphic. This is
Oh boy.
the best gift I ever got for Christmas. I'm taking a game system, and I'm taking the Nintendo 64.
Wow, going with the game system.
Yeah, that
right
is
off
up there.
the bat.
I did get that for Christmas, actually. Yeah.
I got it for Christmas. This is my first or second Christmas in America, so this was 99 or 2000. I got Nintendo 64. I remember I got Rampage, really weird game for it. Rampage, the one where you get the little crocodile. And
Oh,
the
yeah,
rhino
bro.
to
Yeah,
climb the
the-
skyscrapers.
Yeah.
Got that one. I had WCW Nitro with it, and a couple other games. But man, that game system was a game changer. If you had an N64 as a kid, everybody comes over your house. You were the cool kid in town. Everybody wants to come to you and play with you. N64 was the ish.
Here
That's
we
what they got
go.
in 64.
Dude,
I didn't
my
actually-
first 64 game was that Conker's Bad Fur Day. Greatest game ever. You
I
guys played
didn't
it or
own a
no?
Nintendo 64 till I was a reseller because I was a teenager. I was a teenager when it came out, like in high school.
Video game? No, we're not doing video games, but we can do one system. Yes. 007,
Oh, okay.
GoldenEye for N64. I liked also Perfect Dark. Anyone ever played Perfect Dark for N64?
Oh,
It
yeah.
was
Conker's.
great.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, then all the Pokemon Stadium 2, Mario Party. So many, like, there's a reason why those games still have high resale value. It's just the nostalgia factor is so good. There you go. Dustin, N64, did you ever have one as a kid?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's actually a tangent I'm going to go on with my second pick.
Oh, really?
When
Okay.
you're wrapped up, we'll get
Oh,
into
okay.
it.
We got to try to pick what he thinks is going to be still there in the second round.
Well, Paul only picks one, then I pick, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay,
so it's,
okay. All right.
so it's
Well,
like
me
a
and Art-
snake. It's a snake, Dustin. So I go
Gotcha.
1, 2, Art, then Jimmy goes twice. N64 Austin pick. My first system was Atari. Space Invaders was my life. Nice. All right, so it seems like nobody hates N64. It's good. I figured it was going to be hard to hit on that. I don't know how.
Yeah, I've never heard nobody hate it before. That's true.
Also, good thing about it is the games load up super fast. Remember when I got like the PlayStation and stuff? It took like
Oh,
eight
Lord.
hours for the game to load up.
my
64, you just plug it in and boom.
Starting the console
Yeah.
wars here
Yeah.
again. Just,
And then, like, no matter what the problem was, you just blow in the cartridge and it works again. It was like super easy.
A
to
Q-tip?
fix.
Use a Q-tip? Yeah.
Yeah, take the Q-tip if you need to. It was
Yeah.
great.
I bet you if Art, when your GoPro caught on fire, you could just went, put that thing right back.
Oh, dude, no, I wish. That hurt me out. I wish I did that. So stupid.
I was at the bars when that came out. Oh wow, New England Pickers are almost as old as you, Jimmy. That's what they're saying. What's up, Sonia? How you doing? What's up, Crystal? All right, Dustin, you're up.
all right, so I was on the fence going into this because obviously we have to attack the video game systems first since we're limited to one.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, obviously it's like, the big ticket item you get on Christmas. So the 64, I was leaning towards a little bit, but Paul took it. And so really, I think the toss-up would have to be between the NES and the Super Nintendo. And I just have to say the Super Nintendo probably just took like everything about the NES and just made it better. So that's going to be my pick there. I mean, seriously, the game
Oh,
library
thank God, you just
probably.
mine.
Yeah, the game library is probably unmatched. I mean,
Yeah, no,
anybody
for
that
sure.
tries to, you couldn't even pick the Sega Genesis against it in retrospect. I mean, Sonic, good 8,
I never
9
played
out of
Sega.
10 game, but I
Oh.
mean, like
How-
Super
how old are you,
Mario
Dustin?
World, like the greatest game of all time, 38.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sega, really?
What's that? No, I'm not picking
Wait,
Sega.
He's
are
I'm
you
not
saying
picking
picking-
you're
Sega?
crazy.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you were
picking.
picking Sega, bro.
Oh
no,
no,
he put
I'm
Super
picking,
Nintendo.
I'm
No,
picking Super Nintendo, and I'm
Bro,
giving
this
you
is
my
a deep dive.
rants
I'm
right
letting you
now.
know.
I mean, like, I already saw it mentioned in the chat. You got Chrono Trigger, you've got Final Fantasy VI, Super Mario World is just an amazing
Zelda.
gem. Zelda
The-
Link to the Past, incredible. There's just so many games, and even the third-party games in there, they just had such quality control. It wasn't shovelware garbage like the Wii or anything like that. So, like,
Yeah, that's true.
Thrift
That's
Daddy's
true.
coming at you. Said Genesis had better games.
Genesis had better games.
I don't know about that.
Genesis had some good games. Like, I'm not going to argue that
Altered
like it's not
Beast.
fun to plug.
Like
Altered Beast
NBA
was actually
like
really cool.
NBA Jam.
That was good too.
Well, NBA Jam was multi-plat, but I do
Yeah.
think the Sega version was deemed the better one.
That's my number one.
Same with Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
which the Genesis did have that. But
I had the Genesis first. That was my first system. But then when I got the N64, it was just like leaps and bounds way better than the Genesis. It wasn't even close.
yeah, the 64, like, just I guess one aside on that would be like the beginning of 3D graphics, and I feel like the Super Nintendo's where they like mastered 2D graphics, so it's just kind of it's a toss up.
Can you save in the SNES or not? Were you allowed to
Yeah,
save?
there was you could save on the actual cartridges themselves, similar to
Okay.
most 64 games, but then the 64 does have like the
The
memory
pack
packs
stuff,
too.
yeah.
So
And
it
the
just
Sega,
depends.
the Sega you couldn't save on, right? I'm pretty sure you couldn't save on the Sega.
I thought there were games that had battery saves
'Cause
because there were
I
games that had
remember,
battery
like-
saves on the NES too.
I remember I was playing Sonic and I couldn't turn it off until I had it one because I couldn't save it. So I had to like leave it on for like 3 days. Just-
Had to beat it all in one night. Like you couldn't.
you
had
have to.
grab
You
one.
couldn't save it. So you're like,
Hey, the big difference in those consoles is the controllers, though, man. The little dog bone, or the big air-filled
All of the
Sega
weird kids.
Genesis.
only weird kids had Genesis.
Oh, Super Nintendo also came out during I'd say the peak era for Nintendo Power magazines too. So for me, that was like the nostalgia right there. Like, just you've already played all your games to death. You're waiting until you get the next game, but that new Nintendo Power comes out and you read it 6 times over. And I mean, they had the comics in the middle too, and like I didn't know what the heck anything was like going on when it came to like the Metroid comics, but
And that was
were
also
cool-
back
they
in
were
the
cool
day
as heck.
when there was no internet. So like if you were stuck on a level, you had to figure it out. You couldn't just like Google it.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
you
I
needed
believe
those
it,
game
dude.
guides.
yeah. That was like
I
man, it's,
I remember writing down like on a piece of paper and saving it in the game. Like for cheat codes for San Andreas. Do you remember that?
yeah.
Yeah, that was my bro.
Up, down, left, right. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Down, left,
Correct,
right.
yeah.
I put that
Yes,
in
let's
my
start.
like video game case for like this is like I put it inside so like I
Yeah.
wouldn't know exactly what to do. Yeah. So here's
now my
Thrift
son,
Daddy's
if he needs help.
video game list for Sega. As it says, Fantasy Star, Splatterhouse, Streets of Rage 2, Mystical Fighter,
I mean, they're good games.
Castlevania, Contra. I don't think Contra. I think Contra's overrated. But what's up, Miss Staffy? How are you doing, wifey? I want to say hello to my wife real quick. I want to say hi to my wife. I can go and take
Hello,
it.
wife.
There we go.
Stabby,
There we
what's
go.
up?
All right. I think Super Nintendo is a great pick, Dustin. Great pick. All right, Art, you're up.
Easy, bro. Game Boy. Come on. Game Boy. If I say Game Boy Advance SP, does that count, or is it all Game Boys?
I feel like a Game Boy people know exactly. Like for me, when I think of Game Boy, I think of Game Boy Color because I'm probably a little older than you. But Game Boy Advance also, but I don't think Jim's gonna take a Game Boy, so I think you can just take the whole line. I would say.
Okay.
actually, I was
Yeah,
gonna
the
say
Game Boy, bro. The whole
GBA.
Game Boy,
You
man.
better say
I remember when I
GBA.
first got my SP. Incredible.
Well, the SP was that the first one with the lighted screen?
Yeah. Yes, the one that will flip open.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because before that,
Yeah,
I had to
oh
have like
my
a little
God.
lamp on it the whole time when I wanted to play because
Yeah.
the screen wouldn't light up.
Yeah, Game Boy SP, that was a game changer, especially with the Pokemon games. Come on.
Mhm.
What was better than the Pokemon games?
That's the only games I had for it. That's the only thing I had was Pokemon
Yeah,
games for the Game Boy.
exactly.
Link's Awakening.
See, no, it was just Pokemon.
I never
all
got
the
into
time.
Link.
Oh,
Never got
really?
to Link or Zelda.
Yeah.
That's a solid pick.
Yeah, that's
I
strong.
was actually going to pick Game Boy Advance for my.
Oh,
video.
really?
But
I
that
thought you were going. I thought you were going Atari for sure. I
No,
thought for
actually-
sure.
Texas Instrument home computer. Come on.
Game Boy Color was my first Game Boy. Yeah, yep, same here. Game Boy Color was my first Game Boy as well.
Yeah, you see
Something
a
I
Game Boy,
actually
you get
like
excited.
saved up for when I was a kid and I bought. I got it at Walmart. I remember that. I got like saved up enough money to buy it, and I got that, and I got Pokemon Blue together. And there we go. That's when my love for Pokemon started.
No, I like that.
Do you still have that or no?
No, that's probably.
I have
so
an
No.
original. I have an original Game Boy in the original box on my shelf over there. That graphic on that box is amazing. I'm gonna keep it.
Art had one, but he sold that thing. I don't know why.
Yeah, I sold one of them. I still have one of them left.
Hey.
But man, that makes me sad, bro. You don't have it no more.
I have no clue where it is. My mom probably sold it when I went to college. I'm going to be honest.
I still have my original Fire Red.
You still got the.
No.
Be pretty like. Do you like? Is the game still saved on it? Can you click look at it and see what? Like,
Oh
what you
yeah,
had?
hell yeah, bro.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I would love to because I know I nicknamed all my Pokemon and stuff. I would love to go see like what I called them and stuff, or like who I had. And you can do that like that Mosimo or whatever Missimo glitch where you can like get unlimited like rare candies and Master Balls. I did all that with it, man.
Oh yeah. I remember talking about it. Yeah.
It was potty trained when I started selling on eBay.
Yeah, I believe that.
What's up, last to lunch? Hey, that's on my list. Barbary Dream House, man. I always wanted one as a kid. That's on my that's on my list.
I actually have one. That's right. I just don't. It's in my collection over here, off camera.
Jimmy, you're up.
So here's where my strategy worked. I
Uh,
don't have to pick a video game. I can save that for my last pick
Yes, you can. Yeah.
because you guys only get to pick one. So we're going right into the toys, folks.
Uh-oh.
These have stood the test of time from when I was a kid till now, still flying off the shelves. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was the first pick, easy one for me. Stood the test of time. They would take one of those turtles and turn them into a doctor. They would turn them into a astronaut. They'll turn them into anything. A pizza guy. Like they took those turtles and turned them into everything you can imagine. So
why do you think it worked for them and nobody else? Like I think
don't know, but it did. I mean,
what was their secret? Yeah, because there were so many other people trying to say the same thing as they were doing.
yeah.
And only
Great
they're the ones that
That's true.
succeeded.
I never thought of
Turtles,
that.
come on. I mean, the name alone, Teenage.
I don't know. I never liked Ninja Turtles. Never got into it.
Really?
Again, I'm trying to win here, Art.
Yeah, sorry. I don't agree with none of you guys.
I was into them myself, and that was definitely going to be my second pick.
Melanie
so.
loved them as a kid. There we go.
That's a
What's
strong
up,
pick.
Jake? Great pick, Jimmy. Yeah. What's your favorite turtle, Jimmy?
Donatello.
Donatello, like the nerd.
Yep.
Ah, interesting.
He's my favorite because back when I used to play the game in the arcade, at the nickel arcade, we had a nickel arcade where the games were a nickel.
Back in my day, the games were a nickel.
Just play the game for a nickel.
Hey, let me ask you guys. Do you guys remember the video? Because it just popped in my head. Do you remember the video when Johnson Cincinnati Picker went to a old guy's house in the garage? She was like picking stuff, and he posted a video like how he was in the garage, and then somebody left a comment saying that there was a rare Ninja Turtle car.
Yeah, I remember that.
Look
Yeah.
at it.
Do
you remember that?
It was like a motorcycle, wasn't it?
I don't. I
think it was a
just
motorcycle.
clicked in my
I know
head, and I was
exactly.
like, man, that clicked in my head, and I was like, man, somebody bought a Ninja Turtle or something like that. That's
Yep. No, I remember
Yeah.
that. They were all up on the wall, like thumbtacked on the wall or whatever, right?
yeah.
I don't know who John is. You said Cincinnati Picker? Never heard of him. I don't know who that
Raccoons
is.
and stuff like that.
I only know that I know there's this one guy called Pro Picker in Ohio. I heard he's better than John, but I don't know if that's
Oh,
true.
I wouldn't go that far.
The best guy in Ohio, Cincinnati.
Oh,
You're
there you go.
Cincinnati-
The
you're
van that
Cincinnati,
shot the
right?
pizzas. That they're
Technodrome. That would be a good one.
how far are you from Cincinnati, Dustin? Like an hour?
About 45 minutes, hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
north.
Who else is in your area? Like, there's so many of you guys out there.
As far as like people to do videos.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, so Vincent, but he's on hiatus, and then
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Vincent
yeah,
hasn't
yeah,
done a
Vincent.
video in like a couple months.
Chad
Dude.
Juice is out there.
Chad
What happened
Juice,
to
yeah.
that guy?
Yeah, he's
What
just
happened
on
to that guy,
hiatus.
Vincent?
Yeah, he's having a kid, and I think he's on extended
said
break.
different
from
thing,
this.
just different.
And then there's Ben too. Ready Set Resell.
He moved to
Yeah,
Chicago.
Oh, he moved to Chicago.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
couldn't
I've
handle
been
Ohio,
watching
huh?
a couple of his state sale videos, and I think I need to move to Chicago because those estate sales look pretty nuts, honestly.
Oh, that's where he got all those
He
like
got tired of the
old
chili
video
out there.
games. That was Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Ken SSK promo in the chat.
Yeah, we
Nah,
don't have like video
you
game
don't
locks
count,
that come up
Jimmy.
like
This guy don't
that.
count.
Bro, there's so many people in Ohio. That's crazy. Wow.
I know. I've been to Ohio multiple times for yard sales, and it's like a gold mine. I
Is
can
the
see
chili
from
really
where I
that
go
good or no?
Well, I only went for like highway sales, so like every time I go, it's like whoa.
The chili, like, don't they put it on spaghetti noodles?
Oh, you're talking about Skyline. I'm not a Skyline supporter, so I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty mid tier, honestly.
LA house.
I know a lot of people would get on me for that, but
Yeah. All right, Jimmy. Next
I'm having
pick.
a tough time deciding between two things for my next pick.
Uh-oh.
But I think I'm gonna go for because I have a 22-year-old son and an 18-year-old son, so I bought them toys too. So I know a thing or two.
Oh.
About
I know
that
what
toy.
thing or two about toys now.
I'm gonna do this is gonna be a controversial pick.
You're going
It may-
controversial second round.
It may not be considered a toy, but it's I want to know if it spans the entire.
Oh boy.
If I pick these, does it span everything?
All right, get ready to challenge, guys. Get ready to challenge.
I'm
Go ahead.
going Pokemon cards.
It's allowed.
yeah, I thought about that.
It,
Probably.
it was on my board.
What's on my shirt right here? Tape, packing tape.
I thought you had a hole. I was looking at
Pokemon
What
cards.
happens when
Okay.
you're a reseller? That's my.
Jimmy's going to draft a kicker. No, Pokemon
Hey,
cards are
where's the
definitely
list?
allowed.
You haven't.
They
Where's the
were on
updated
my
board?
hold. Yo,
I'm gonna draft
Jimmy-
a kicker exactly.
Jimmy had two good
So,
picks. He's getting too confident.
So I really don't remember Pokemon cards. So I remember collecting them, but I never really got into them. That's the thing. I just wanted
My
to
kids absolutely
be the guy
love
to collect them. And
you,
stuff.
you never like played the actual like the battles and stuff.
No, hell no. Never played
Here's
it.
the
Never
board so
battled
far.
nobody.
Here you go, Jimmy. You happy?
Yeah,
There's the board.
I just want
There
to
you
see
go.
how good it looks up there. How
Well, of course you're winning right now. You're the only one that has two picks.
see my kids loved getting Pokemon cards. That's why I had to pick it. Like it was always tops on their list. They have mine.
Jimmy
Well, I don't know what
officially
happened
has
to
my
the binders
vote.
for them, but
The dog wants a treat. People are telling you that dog wants a treat.
Yeah, she has a tree. She's chewing on something.
So yeah, Pokemon cards were great. I don't really had it that high on my board because I could get them all year round. It wasn't something like I was waiting for Christmas to get, and like the
True.
packs were like pretty cheap, so I could just get it like whenever. But it was great still to get them on Christmas. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather get that than socks or whatever. But it wasn't like the
I don't
most
know.
anticipated toy. But no, it was definitely on my board. It was definitely on my board.
I want to hear
Art.
Art. Yeah, I want to hear Art. He already hates my Teenage Mutant
Yeah,
Ninja Turtle pick.
Art hates Ninja Turtles. Art hates Pokemon. I was like, Art's like Jimmy.
I know he don't hate Pokemon.
This is the worst. No, I love Pokemon. For next thing, right? My next pick the sixth pick? The sixth pick of the second round. I pick Legos.
Oh god.
Legos. I love
That's way
Legos.
way
And
better
when
than Pokemon.
And when I would get Legos, I
Whoa.
would just
Legos is solid.
remember those. Just
Is it Lego or
shaking that
Legos?
box.
Is the plural of Lego still
Legos.
Lego? Or is there an S there?
oh, is it Lego? Yeah, just Lego. Excuse me.
Well, if he takes Legos, I take Lego.
Yeah, Lego.
No, Lego is a solid pick, man. What did you like? What was your favorite one to build?
Star Wars, bro. Oh, Star Wars are the city ones. The cities, you know what I'm talking about? When they would come out
Yeah.
like, oh, here's the sheriff's department or the fire department or whatever. But yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, my God.
A
Those always
question then. So if he takes Lego, and say somebody were to take Star Wars, does that trump the Lego Star Wars and
No,
remove that
no,
from
'cause
him?
no. You get like the Star Wars like action figures if you want to get
Oh,
Star
I see.
Wars.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay, just checking.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
No, yeah. He gets
All right.
he gets all Lego.
Yes. You guys all like Star Wars, right? Or no?
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
No, not at all.
No.
no.
No,
Which was your favorite episode?
I guess I can't say I like it because I've never seen it, but nah,
You've never seen Star Wars.
no.
Rogue One, Rogue One, my favorite Star Wars.
So
movie.
I'll tell you
Okay.
this, Paul. If you watch Star Wars, even if you don't like the movie, it will make you a better reseller because you will identify more stuff.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you just
Oh,
if
that's
you just
true,
want
yeah.
if just sit there watch the trilogy, even if you don't like it. I mean, I love space opera, which that's not really space opera, but I love sci-fi in general. But just knowing the basics about Star Wars will make you
Well,
money.
I know is there more than like Luke and like Chewie and Yoda to know?
Oh yeah,
Darth?
who
Yeah.
here? That's
Are
right.
you
I forgot.
serious?
Someone here doesn't
Are you
like
serious?
Star
What kind of
Wars.
question is that?
I didn't say I don't like it. I said I never seen it.
Is it
Well,
more
yeah,
than
there's
Luke?
there's
Are you
absolutely
serious, bro?
more. You're missing out on money. You're probably out there like, oh, this is just a generic figure, and
Yeah, and I
Pitching
just
it.
throw it to
Oh,
the
Boba
side.
Fett. What is that? You know?
I want to tell a story about Lego real quick though, because the reason it's not on my list is I have a brother who's 14 months older than me, and I would get the Lego out and I'd build like a square, and this is my spaceship. It's a perfect square. And then my brother would be like, "Oh, look at my spaceship! It'd have like hydraulic drop down door with a second ship inside of it, and it was like this perfectly built ship." And I was like,
So you just jealous of your brother? That's why you
I
can't
was
have Legos?
terrible at it. And he was like he was like a engineer when it came to them.
I never had like I love getting Legos. I never had the patience to fully build it. I was just like, no, I'm done. I sat there for like 2 hours. I was like, yeah, we're out of here.
Yeah, now I can build them. I have sets. I just don't build them. That's my problem now.
Paul, I book up Florida and
No
some
time.
spirits. I have searched for you and forward them. All right, well, still got 2 girls left, Gino. I'm sure you'll find me pretty soon. All right, no,
I'd say
Lego.
Lego is probably like why I knew I should never be an engineer. Like, because everything I created just made no sense.
It always ended
But
up
in my
being a square.
imagination, you know, yeah.
That's true. That's
It's like
true.
go into the liberal arts, okay. You're gonna be a salesman. Go knock on some doors.
All right, Kristen is here, and Kristen is demanding to see the board as soon as she shows up. Look at her just coming in and making orders. Okay, Kristen.
Hey, Paul, have you done a draft of Bolos? Yeah, right?
Bolos?
Yeah.
No,
a
we
good
haven't
idea.
done that. We only did like one reselling draft so far, and it was like things we hate about eBay. But we probably will do. We'll probably do Bolos in the future. Would Lego be on there, or would Star Wars be on there?
Some you'd be surprised, man. Like there's some crazy
I-
sets that go for like stupid money.
I don't pick up Lego at yard sales. Should I?
No, I think they're like mixes. I probably wouldn't like say like buckets of like
Minifigures.
randoms. I wouldn't do.
Yeah, like the
But if
minifigure
you
grab.
see, like minifigures, yeah. But if you see like sets, you know what I mean? Like
Full set.
even incomplete sets, yeah, you'd be surprised.
You can sell incomplete
Like,
sets. Like, 'cause
Hell yeah,
I don't
people
want to
buy them
sit there and
just for
count the pieces to make sure like the whole
No,
everything
just
from
for
the
parts
Death
and
Star
stuff.
is there or whatever.
Well,
I've sold
the
tons
thing
of,
is, some of them are worth building.
architecture. Yeah, like the I forgot what they call like the architecture
Yep,
additions. You know what I'm talking about? Those
Yep.
sell for money.
I mean, would you build a Lego set for $250? Because I've bought open sets
I don't have the patience.
and built them and sold them
No.
for $250.
I just sell them as is. I sell
Yeah,
them
I
as is.
wouldn't
I'm
do
like,
it.
I put in the description, sell as is, incomplete or not, just whatever, you know, and I take the best pictures. Possible. Some as is,
Don't at me. You put in the description also. Don't at me. If it's not complete, don't
Yeah,
at me.
this is what you buy.
All right, Dustin, you're up.
So Lego and TMNT were gonna be like my second pick, so it's rough.
there we
It's
go.
rough.
It's
So
rough.
I'm gonna have to go Star Wars. I mean, you've got the Kenner line, especially the vintage Kenner line, is absurdly insane. I mean, a lot of that's before my time, but I just know how nostalgic, like for like the Gen Xers and stuff, it is. And you know, being
Yep.
an older millennial, I saw that stuff at yard sales as a kid, and so you know that's how that worked. But even going into the '90s, figures were really solid as well. You've got the prequel stuff, kind of a mixed bag. I think they overproduced that, and we're gonna just ignore the sequel trilogy because that stuff just was in clearance bins everywhere. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's just incredible toys. I mean, and then you've got the Micro Machines line. Do I get that, or does that go attached to?
Oh, how about the Funko Pop ones?
that's
The Star Wars
hard
Funko Pops. Bro,
because the
this
Micro
is really
Machines
expensive,
have
bro.
action figures with them.
Dustin, I think the rule is if somebody maybe drafts Micro Machines in the future, they get them. But as long as nobody takes that thing, you get everything.
I see.
Sir, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So I just think I mean, obviously, probably the most iconic franchise of all time. I mean,
like you said, when it comes down to it, comes to the original Kenner line in the '80s. That's what it really comes down to with that. I mean, that's the best stuff.
and it changed action figures forever. I mean, just like and
That's
Kenner
what I played
is
with as a kid.
Cincinnati
I really-
company too, so I kind of have to lean on the local.
Now,
Is that
did
still there or
people-
No, it's not anymore, unfortunately. Apparently, I wasn't in town when it happened, but when I was in Columbus and didn't even know like that they were doing it, but they were throwing stuff out in the dumpsters when they were closing the Kenner, and people were grabbing all kinds of crazy stuff. At least that's the flea market lore I've heard from people. So I mean,
Was it you that bought like toys from a lady that her dad was like a person that worked at Kenner?
I've purchased something from somebody. I'm trying to think at the flea market who.
No,
Their
I think it was.
relative.
I think it was Ben Resell. He bought
That sounds right.
I think he bought that Ninja Turtle pinball machine. That was like a Kenner thing. Remember?
I don't know if I
think it was
remember that
him.
one.
I only watched Dustin from Ohio. So
Yeah. I mean, that's the way to go. you can watch John too.
When John's a guest, I'll say I only watch John from Ohio. But since
okay.
Dustin's
I
the
see
guest
how it
here,
is. Yeah.
You didn't say that with me.
no, because I watch other people from Vegas.
Yeah. Thrifting Vegas, you have to watch that.
Yeah,
so.
there's so many better Vegas resellers out there. Like, why would I be watching art?
I only watch Art's videos for his dog.
You hear that?
What's your dog's name?
Coco.
Coco.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I'm up next. So I really wasn't a big action figure guy as a kid, so I don't really have many action figures on my board. But for some reason, I don't know, maybe this is a bad pick, but I love these as a kid. I love to get them for Christmas, even though you had to wait a little bit to use them. I am picking Super Soakers. The water guns. Super Soakers. Yeah. Art, never used Super Soakers before?
Let me get my cricket sound effect over here. I got cricket sound somewhere over here. Let me get it real quick.
I have a question on Super Soakers.
Yes.
So, in Philadelphia, you guys have winter, right?
Well, that's why I said you have to wait a little bit to use it.
I get it, but like, I just don't know. I don't know. Like,
our summers,
bro, not you.
Well, I got it for Christmas, so I don't know, but like, I didn't really get one for my birthday. I got them for Christmas, but that's why you have to wait for a little bit for it to use it. But man, Super Soakers were great. It gets really hot here in the summer, so it's not like we have winter all year round.
Yeah, Philadelphia is just a frozen.
It's humid out there, isn't it? During the summer,
it's like 100 plus. Yeah. Not those kind of soakers yet. I still have two soakers from when I was a kid. They all still work. They were the best. Especially like if you come to like a water gun fight and you have a super soaker, the other people have the generic or whatever, you are heads and leaps above them, man. You could probably kill somebody with a super soaker.
Did you have the backpack one?
I had the
like
double
the camel
shot.
back?
No, I didn't have the back. I had the double shot, like the one.
Oh, okay. With the two tanks.
The two tanks, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you could probably get somebody from a mile away with those things, man. So, and like I said, like back in probably the same things. Like I don't think kids these days play outside that much as we did, like back in the day. I would say.
Nobody does anymore.
We had the generic see-through plastic ones, and half the time they shot back at you. Like we didn't have super soakers when I was a kid.
Did you ever use a super soaker before, Jimmy?
I don't think so.
Really? No. Oh man. I figured I don't know if it was going to be a good pick or not, but it's something that like when I thought about this, I was like, man, I always wanted Super Soaker, and I got one. So we'll go with that. And then this one, with my background, again, not sure how this one's gonna be taken as well, but something that I like, and it's a Tamagotchi.
Dude, never played one.
Let
Don't know
me
what that
take
is.
it off my list.
You got like you prepared lists and stuff for this?
Yeah,
I just Googled and looked at an article
I'm over
real
40.
quick,
I don't
like
have a
right
memory.
before.
Tamagotchis work great, but I mean they give you like so many like anxiety if you don't feed that pet on time.
I had a generic Tamagotchi, so
Are Tamagotchi like you think like if you find one at a yard sale, you think it has a good resale value? I don't even know.
They do.
oh yeah,
I
yeah,
think
they're like
yeah,
something
they're
you
like
want to
$100,
look out
aren't they?
for. Some
I
of them,
found, I found 2 brand new ones from back then at an estate sale, and they sold for a lot.
Dang,
They
okay.
were
What did
just
I
sitting
go
on the
for?
bottom shelf,
That
still
was
in the
for
boxes.
water guards in the pack
Oh.
for $2.
What does that go for, brand new?
I think I got that. It's been 2 years ago at least that I found those, but it was over $100 easy.
Yeah,
Our school
that's
banned them.
cool.
The parents complained, so we got them back before her thing died. Oh man.
Yeah, those things
Yeah.
are. Yeah, they're definitely some of them are worth a lot.
Yeah. I think I had that before I had the Game Boy. Pretty sure. Like that was like my like.
Do you guys ever
Game
think
Boy
about
kinda
what's
toy.
like the next toys that'll be hot?
All
Like
the time.
kids
All the
today,
time.
like what are they gonna like?
I don't even know.
Minecraft
What
will
is
be
hot
worth
right
a
now?
lot.
Minecraft's been hot for
Yeah,
like 5
right?
years, right?
But in
Well,
10
I feel
years
like
or
that's
so,
mass
no.
produced though.
You
Like
think
the
Funkos will
Freddy
hold their
Nightmares
value?
thing.
I don't think Funkos will hold their value.
Bro, they're taking a dump right now. But no, I think there's like limited ones that are good. You know,
Yeah.
like early like 2013 ones are good, but
It's this. There's stuff that's already good that will be, like Nightmare Before Christmas will be good for sure. Stuff that's already starting to do good. I mean, but you guys are also
Yes.
younger for me, so like,
You know
it's
that
okay.
Five Nights at Freddy? I think that's a
Yep.
secret one too.
Why is that good, by the way? Why is Five Nights at Freddy's good?
I don't know, man. Hey, why do you like
I
it?
just want to like
Why do you
who
like
deemed
Five
that
Nights
these
at-
things are worth value? Just like oh,
Like, let me ask the experts.
Nothing but
But it'll be the mainstream stuff, but the stuff that wasn't like the secondary characters that weren't mass produced, just like now.
yeah, that makes
That's the
sense.
Yeah.
stuff that's really worth money.
Yeah, Dustin, you're up.
So, like, I had to kind of think while you were talking about the strategy I want to take. Like, do I want to win this, or do I want to be nostalgic about my personal childhood?
You've already see the path that I took.
I went for the win.
Yeah, I think going for the win might be what I have to do here. So
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to lock in Transformers.
Yeah, that was all my thing, and I was like, I never had him as a kid, so I can't really draft him. Like I never understood the lore. So.
I saw some of this in the background when I was thinking about it. I was like, I know, but you did it too with TMNT, so like,
Yeah, Jimmy, I'm
We did it to
surprised they
all of
grabbed
us.
him. To be honest, I thought for sure you could grab him first.
I mean, debatably, I mean, it was really Transformers. What kind of like pre TMNT, just like right
Oh,
before?
for sure,
Yeah, a few years beforehand, and a little bit before my time, at least the early stuff. But I mean, they're just awesome. I mean, they're
Yeah,
great
for sure.
figures. There's just so much intricacies, and they have those crazy play sets and everything. And yeah, gonna have to go with it.
They drive parents that try to transform them crazy. I mean,
Oh
they-
yeah. Oh, as an adult, I'm like, how do I get this thing without breaking
Yo,
it? It's
I-
worth
I s-
$200. I don't want to.
I sold like 3 of the modern ones on Whatnot, and I could not put it back together. I was like, I'm just sending them like this.
threw them out on the, just threw them out in the picture.
I could not put it back into how it came from. I'm like, I'm too stupid for this. I can't figure it out.
He threw them up hoping they would transform in the air and then, and then land.
I'm like, they did it in the movies. Why can't they do it now?
So, Jimmy, your opinion, because I'm curious on this when it comes to the Transformers animated movie. Was it devastating to you, first off? Like, with.
Wait,
I don't know if I
animated?
want to. Animated. I don't care about the.
You don't care about Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox?
I mean, I did.
Anything
I have
animated, I
opinions on
like.
that
I
movie,
watch.
but-
I watch all the Netflix stuff. Like I like all the animated. I mean,
Like the
I like
original, like
Transformers.
1980s Transformers, the first animated movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still
with,
liked it. Yeah, I mean,
even with, I don't know, should I spoil it? I mean, it's what, 40 years old now?
Spoiler alerts.
I'm not gonna say.
Okay, I'm spoiling it. So everybody cover your ears. Optimus Prime dies. So
Does
Yeah,
he
I
really?
mean,
I had
yeah.
no clue. Oh wow! Well, way to
Yeah.
ruin it for me,
I watched
He's
the
a robot.
YouTube.
He can come back.
dude. Daddy said he cried when he saw them Betamax. Oh man! Can we talk about real quick how Hillary's a terrible mother before we keep going on? She sold all their boys Tamagotchis Pokemon things this year. Figured they after college they don't need them anymore. We just talk about how terrible that is.
Wow, Henry.
Did you make a profit? As long as you made a profit, it's good.
What's up, Suddy? Who goes to the movies to watch movies anyway? I go for a large popcorn and refill. Yeah, a large popcorn at the movies is like $60 by now, man. So this thing is expensive, man.
Oh yeah.
Have Optimus Prime in the box, new original.
I have a Pepsi Optimus Prime new in the box.
I have a McDonald's Happy Meal.
Never liked
Optimus Prime,
Transformers.
not new in the box.
The movies are terrible. I think.
Yeah, the same art.
live
That's
actions
why
are
I couldn't
terrible.
draft it. I was
What,
like, it wasn't.
was it J.J. Abrams?
Yeah.
Yeah. With
I
explosions
stopped watching
and-
them.
Oh,
I thought it was
There's
like,
nothing
I thought it
wrong
was
with
like
J.J. Abrams.
Michael Bay. Wasn't Michael Bay?
Oh, it's Michael Bay.
Michael
You're
Bay.
right.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah,
J.J.
Michael-
Abrams.
Yeah.
Michael Bay is like let's just blow up everything every 2 seconds.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams ruined Star Wars.
I'm a big fan of
Okay.
Megan Fox in those movies. I'm a big fan of Megan Fox. That's the only thing I like about them.
I'm married, no comment.
Best G1 transform. No, best G1 is right here.
Bumblebee,
Jetfire. Let's go.
Who's that?
Jetfire.
Yep.
Is that a real G1 back there?
It's a G1 jet. So I mean, he's not like an original, but that's a G1 Jetfire right there. Check out that G1. Found that at the thrift for super cheap.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyway,
Was that a concrete tank?
yeah, Constructicon.
That's the name, Constructicon.
Yeah,
Wow, they
Yeah,
just
they-
really just
they formed
add the word ton to anything, huh?
they formed a big robot right there. About
Oh,
all 5 of them.
just sold the last Tamagotchi. Nice. Hi, Art, you're up.
All right, real quick. I don't know. I like cars. When I would get diecast cars, right? No, nobody.
No, I loved cars as
Cars,
Select.
right? What would I just say? Cars, though, no?
You can draft cars though.
It has to be a brand, right?
Yeah, you draft like
Okay, how about-
Micro
what was the
Machines
brand?
or Hot Wheels or whatever. But
Matchbox.
No,
Matchbox?
No, like I was talking about like the display cars, like the actual diecast.
Oh, like the diecast
Oh.
display cars,
like
like Misto.
Like the scale models that are
Yes!
like in the
Jada.
cardboard.
There you
yeah,
go. Jada is what I'm
yeah,
thinking of, like Jada. Yeah, those brands. I love
Franklin
those.
Mint. Franklin Mint.
The
was
lowriders?
cool,
Oh.
by the way.
Older diecast.
I would
Hot
allow
Wheels,
that
not-
draft because I think it's
Yeah.
not that great. Just messing with you.
Oh wow, wow!
I'm gonna
Nah,
put
that's-
display cars. Man, scratching it off my board.
Oh, I gotta take Transformers.
That was right at the
off my
top
list.
too. Damn it! Ah.
Oh darn! You took
Ah.
mine.
He took my pick, Art.
Almost as good as Super Soakers.
Yo, don't be hating
Oh,
on
yeah,
Super
no.
Soakers though.
Nah, I mean it's a great toy. I just don't match it. With Chris.
What was your favorite car to display?
It's not a great toy.
Did you like the Corvette? Would you show it? Would you, the Mustang?
I would get a lot of lowriders, bro. A lot of
lowriders.
old schools, old pickups, yeah. A lot of those.
Do you still have any of those?
Yeah.
They might have some value.
I actually do. Actually, I do have a couple. Yeah, I really do.
I saw the
actually.
1986 movie in theaters. Yes, I cried when Prime died. I hated Rhodiums. They couldn't stand with the toy line that didn't scale.
Rodimus. I can't say that name.
I'm more of a Dollar
that guy's
General
picture?
store Mysto brand. That's the one I know about Mysto. I saw those quite a
Homies.
bit.
That's a good one. Homies. Yeah. That's a good pick.
Oh yeah, homies. Yeah, homies are worth money, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you see the Vice video on the vending guy that sold homies and whatever?
No.
It's like on YouTube. So I guess I feel like I have to summarize it now, but essentially, like he owns a bunch of toy like machines, like the candy vending machines that you throw a quarter or two in. He was selling them for $1 a piece all throughout New York City, and his big hit was when Homies hit. Like it was just like he was like just getting so much money in quarters in and everything. But post Homies, all the money kind of dried up, and it's him like telling bill collectors and stuff that he's going to pay them, and then going out and collecting like $6 out of each vending machine and stuff.
Wow.
And the guy swears, and it's just like crazy. It's great. He's just like reminds me of kind of like my days as like a pseudo carny that I did for a few years. Just like one of those kind of guys.
I found like 20 Homies in a storage unit. And that's why I learned about them. I was like, wow, like these things got
The figures, or
like,
what were they?
No, just like toy, I found like plush toys.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh, it's crazy.
And I was like, these things sell for like $60, $70 for like a little stupid plush toy. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, it was
Even the bobbleheads, they have their own bobbleheads too.
Yeah.
Money, dude, money.
I make a living selling my kids' toys. There we go. Try to get my money back.
Right.
Hey, good luck to you. All right, Jimmy, you're up.
I got a couple of them again, but I'm gonna go with
Are you trying to win? You going with your heart, Jimmy?
some action figures again.
Oh, more action figures.
I'm going with Masters of the Universe.
It's pretty good that it got there.
Masters of the
It's before most of our time, so I can see why we haven't. Are you okay if I just write Motu? People understand what they're voting for.
Little Dolph Lundgren. He played He-Man in that terrible movie. That's the worst movie ever.
What do you like about Motu so much? What was your favorite?
So as a kid, I liked He-Man. I was.
Do you like
I went for the
Skeletor?
good guy, but now looking at them, all the villains were so well done, and it's so important to have a good villain in toys and in movies. Like villains are so. Even if you didn't like them as a kid, now I realize how important they are. And come on.
Yeah, because you have to hate him as a kid, right? You have to like hate him.
Skeletor, I mean, that's a great villain, and that's a big part of why they succeeded. I think. I mean, just like Darth Vader, like villains are so important, and so that's a big reason why.
What's Voltron? Is that the Transformer villain? Right? Is it Voltron?
No, Megatron.
Megatron, whatever.
The Decepticons, and I actually like Soundwave. Soundwave.
Is that another? Are they also bad guys?
Starscream, come on.
I'm still a kid. Says it. Motu was a little homoerotic.
I had tons of them.
Why are they all half naked?
They are.
It's a good question. Right? It's save. You save on clothes. You know.
I'm glad I could bring that quality content to this draft board.
I learned from Paul and Kevin how to make profit, and you too, Dustin. So you're the third person should learn from, Dustin. Just so.
Well, I'm more entertaining than educational, apparently.
All right, Jimmy, you're going again.
All right, I'm gonna go with a pick. This pick is gonna be another interesting pick because it's a toy that I think is genius. I thought it was very good marketing. Every little girl wanted these. Like they had to have them. I'm going Polly Pockets.
Wow,
Polly Pockets were genius.
Explain to me the genius behind it.
For some reason, little toys like that with in a necklace or a ring, girls had like they were dolls that you could wear as like little kid necklaces and bracelets and rings, and you could carry the little trinket around with you. Genius, it was.
Man, you lost me on that one, bro. I have no idea what that is.
You don't know about Polly Pocket?
I just know about it because of the resale.
First of all, Bolo, it's worth
huge
big
Bolo.
money.
That's the biggest item in my eBay store right now.
I went to Arizona and bought a box of 90s Polly Pockets, and I made thousands of dollars on that box. I paid $20 for it.
I maybe retracted my vote for Jimmy. Wow. Jen doesn't want to vote for you anymore.
What?
You could wear the whole place. Yeah,
hey,
the most expensive item on eBay store right now.
You said Polly Pockets?
Just Google Bluebird Polly Pockets from the 90s.
I have a.
Some of the stuff is worth a ton of money, and if it's new in the packet, I
let
got
me
a
show you
ring.
mine.
I have a little ring listed right now for $90. It's just a little. It's this big. It's just a little ring with a little doll on it. Brand new in
I
the
have
package.
this listed for $1,000 on eBay. Or
That?
this right here,
How much you have that up for? What?
$1,000.
9,000. Yeah.
Do you have solds to support that? I've never seen.
Yeah. I
Um,
sold.
it's-
I bought
so
that
this is-
I
box.
mean,
of,
it is sealed, so
This
that's
is brand
pretty
new,
crazy.
brand new sealed.
um,
They're used
oh,
up for
that
like
one, that
200.
one.
There's one listed right now that is new for 1,400. I have mine for $1,000. On Wharf Point, they sold for like 500-600, but there's nothing else that's new, so I listed it above
Just
that.
trying
So
high.
1,000.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things
Where'd you
somebody
get that
will
at,
reach
Paul?
out with an offer potentially.
A
too.
private pick. I paid $100 for it. A private pick. I figured it was worth. I got that. I got a bunch of Barbies and a bunch of other like Polly Pocket, like new in box little things for sell for like 40, $50.
Folds?
Huh?
They don't look great. $14, $10.
You gotta get the
Is the
complete
houses by
set with
themselves?
the dolls. Complete sets with the
Oh, okay.
dolls.
Yeah.
Sort highest price plus shipping. You'll see the good ones. And you can even do used.
Yeah, there's like that Lucy Locket thing sells used for like $200. Yeah.
Now it has to be the Bluebird. If you didn't put Bluebird, like the line has continued, and the new stuff isn't good. It's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't
All right,
resell.
I'll look at this later. Wait, what's it again? The what?
90s Bluebird is the brand. Polly Pocket. The miniature ones. They're the newer stuff is a little bit taller, and they're not worth it. They're not available for reselling.
There you go.
Anyways.
Okay.
You
I
can
just
also
lost
find
mine.
the newer
learned-
stuff
I
and
learned
just say
something
it's
today.
older and no one's gonna care. Or just
Oh,
did you-
I learned something today. I didn't know that.
I-
Did you know that, Dustin?
What's that about the value? Yeah, I mean, I was aware
but those
of like, I never run into it really.
Dustin
too
played
much.
them as a kid, so he definitely knows about it.
I've ran into the pocket. Yeah, I did, of course. What was it? The Mighty Max. That's the
Yeah,
boy
that one, those
version.
don't do nearly as good.
They don't do as well. I've ran into those. The Power Rangers mini sets. I've ran into those. What else? Where it looks like the belt loop or whatever, and then you open it up. There's a play set. TMNT had them too, where they have the minis kind
Oh,
of
really?
like, figures.
Interesting. You put it in your belt?
Well, I mean, it looks like the belt like
Interesting.
thing. Yeah.
No, I've never seen those.
Good morning, come on.
Art, you're up.
All right, so I don't know if this is. I want to say if it's one thing. I used to get a lot of like sports, but I'm saying like a ball. Like I want to say like a football, but does that count like basketball, soccer ball, and all that, or no?
I
Like you
have
say, like a
something
Nerf.
like that on my board, so yeah. So,
Like
but
Nerf. I
so,
wanted to say
so,
Nerf.
can I help you out and tell you what I have on my board,
Yeah.
so you can take
what do you
that?
got?
I had a Vortex
Vortex.
Vortex
That's
football.
Nerf, isn't it?
That's like the
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like the very
One
for
with
that
the tail.
with the one with the tail on it, and then they can fly like a,
Okay, yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
million yards. Bro, I love that. I was gonna pick that next. I'm upset. Yeah, Vortex football. That thing was
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Okay, so I'll say
It says
football.
hot pockets are better than Polly Pockets. No, yeah, I love that thing, man. You like, what's the guy from Napoleon Dynamite? He's like, I threw it over
Rico, isn't
the
it?
mountains.
Oh yeah, Uncle Rico.
You feel like Uncle Rico when you have that vortex in your hand, man. You can throw that thing like a million yards. What's Jimmy's first pick? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was Jimmy's first pick.
Apparently, I lost picking Polly Pocket. Dang it.
You lost the female vote too, which was surprising. You lost Crystal and Jen's vote. Vortex football, man. I loved that. That was on my board. That's a good pick. That's
Nerf is a
pick.
good, Nerf in general. Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah. Well,
That's
what I have. That's 4 picks, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there's 5 though, so you got one more.
Oh, it's 5? Okay, my bad.
Think of something else.
I feel like I need to ask you to open up YouTube Studio so I can get like an idea of your demographics, Paul, to make some data-driven decision making happen here.
Like, I need to know the male-female ratio and the age, please.
There are a bunch of kids that had broken Tamagotchis because they shot them with their super soakers.
I love reselling Bluebird Polly Pockets. There we go. See, Thrift Daddy knows.
All right. So I'm going for the win here. I'm not gonna lie. This isn't one that I had a lot of, even though I eventually ended up. I ended up.
That's cool name.
I ended up in the army myself, but I'm going with GI Joe here, just because. I mean,
Yeah.
it's huge. It's huge. I mean, you just can't deny it.
I'm surprised that was
I
still up
found
there. I don't know. Jimmy surprised me with the Polly Pocket. I thought he was going to go with these, but I guess you're not a Joe guy, Jimmy.
Oh, for sure. That was my favorite cartoon as a kid. Was GI Joe.
where everybody shot at each other and never hit.
Only the robot bats got hit. Only the droids got hit.
Patrick Murphy likes that big. There you go. It's Cobra.
I'll even go as far as saying that the first G.I. Joe live action movie in the 2000s wasn't that bad, which is kind of crazy for me.
The one with Channing Tatum?
And then he wasn't in the second one, and they made up some crazy excuse to why he wasn't or whatever.
I like the one with Channing Tatum. That was
the first one was pretty decent. Yeah, and then
never seen him.
The second one was ludicrous.
Yeah,
we're all gonna get. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil like 20.
I didn't enjoy the movies myself. I didn't enjoy.
So you thought that would be a first, second row. See, Jen's surprised that was up there too. There we go. Shipwreck was your favorite. Welp, unsub.
Make sure you unsub under the channel called Philly Flipper Live. And
don't do it, Patrick, because you have to wait 5 more minutes if you want to resub to talk again. But G.I. Joe, great pick. Also, again,
and I always make money when I find them, so I mean, you can't complain there. But that's not really.
Were they like one of the first Jimmy B probably know? Were they like one of the first action figures that like you can move the arms like properly?
The full articulation, they changed.
That was them.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. The G.I. Joe movie sucks, says Krillin.
I like the.
Well, I don't think they're the greatest of all time or anything. Like the first movie was tolerable.
And Dustin gets the win, says Guyanese.
Tomox and Zamat, the twins, man, they were cool. And then the coolest name, Nemesis Enforcer, when they introduced him, like the best character name ever. I have him right here, matter of fact. He's sitting right there.
Are anything on G.I. Joe? Is that before your time?
You literally have pretty much everything on there.
That's way before me, bro. I have known nothing about G.I. Joe.
Do you see them at yard sales in Vegas at all? Do you see them?
I do. Around? I do try to pick them up if I do see them, but I don't know nothing about it. Because, man, the toys are worth a lot of money, aren't they?
Yeah. Yes.
Like
some of them, like a little gun can be worth like $50-$60 if you get the right like little toy gun from G.I. Joe.
And the thing about G.I. Joe is it goes further back. Like it, the 12-inch figures back in before the 4 3/4 stuff came
I'm so
out.
bad at it, bro. Like if I look at a toy and I'm like, oh, this is G.I. Joe, I wouldn't be able to tell like, oh, this is 90s, this is 80s. I have the worst luck at that.
Nah, I feel like. If it doesn't have a date on it, I'm the same way. if there's no date, I'm SOL.
I'm a monkey out there, bro, in the yard sales. I'm like, oh.
I used to think Zartan was the most badass.
Zartan.
Polly Pockets, thanks for the info. I did not know that. I guess I'll never got those for my boys. Maybe they want them now. I have sold Serpent Dagger 3 times for $20 plus. There we go. That's a little like toy thing, right?
Just the dagger. Serpentors.
Most expensive toy accessories are the Thundercats. Good to know.
Do you have any of the Centurion toys back there, Jimmy?
No, but I love
that cartoon was great.
Those toys were cool too, man.
Yeah.
The way they could.
I didn't have any of the toys, but I've seen them before. But yeah, I remember the cartoon.
I don't have any of those. I should just order one just to put on my shelf. I've never found one. All this stuff is stuff I found in the wild.
Oh yeah, that's more fun.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure.
All the loose stuff, I should say. Anything that's loose, I found in the wild, as they say.
All right, I'm up, and I'm going to take another one that I like because it's very violent, and I was a very violent kid. I'm going to take the Sock 'em Boppers.
The Sock 'em Boppers. I don't even know what that is.
You mean the like Rock'em Sock'em robots?
No, sock and boppers.
Or do you mean the gloves?
The big gloves
Oh,
that you get.
Okay.
And you just like punch everybody in.
Look at you guys going with all these exercise interactive toys. I didn't know anything about that. Footballs and Nerf.
Jimmy and I are just sitting around on Christmas in
like,
our chair.
Jimmy doesn't even open his gifts. He's like, "Oh, cool, action figure." They put it on the case.
Put it on himself. 8-year-old Jimmy. Just...
This is gonna be worth some money someday. I'm like, "Oh, sweet, sock and boppers." I didn't know how to spell it properly. That was sock'em boppers. I think that's how you spell it. I don't know. So you get those big gloves. You can knock people out of it. Man, it's a lot of fun. Again, I was a very violent kid, and my friends were all violent too. So, love that. And then my last pick, it's another activity one, not another action figure. I don't know, for some reason, I loved when I got a Razor scooter for Christmas.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's
true.
Yeah, they didn't have those. When
We
I
get
was
one like one every other year. Yeah.
Give me a little Razor scooter.
We had the big wheel inflatable scooters when I was a kid. They had like regular bike tires on them.
Really?
Yep. I mean, they were miniature ones, but yeah.
What could you do with that?
Get a flat tire very
I
often.
was gonna say, like, that doesn't sound that much fun. You have to get the little wheels on him. I did not do any of the tricks or anything. I was not like a pro scooter
Well, gee, you
guy.
probably couldn't even, it was like it was probably went up to your kneecap.
Nah, I was a late grower. I had my growth spurt in 11th grade, so I went from, I think it was like 5'8" to 6'2" in 1 year.
Wow.
So yeah, so my mom hated me. I had to like get different pants every 3 months to get different shoes. It was it was rough. So yeah, I used the razor. I was your height for a while, Jimmy. I was. So yeah, that's my pick. Razor scooter. I see it's way different than most of you guys. You guys got all the little action figures and stuff. I'm the outside guy. I got the super soakers.
Dude, I got a
scooter.
solid Phoenix. Oh man, I can't wait.
I'm about to win it right here.
Paul has 3 left feet. What the hell? Who told you? That's a sneaky good pick. Love the razor scooter. Hey, I'm surprised. There was cooler like BMX toys or whatever, BMX like things, but I love the little razor scooter.
When did the
I just jump off my
computer come out?
plastic ramp all the time.
When did it come out?
I felt like I was an adult by the time the Razor
Really?
scooter came out. Maybe. Or when it became popular.
Is that new, is it? A razor?
I don't know.
Razor
I don't.
scooter release.
I definitely didn't know as a kid.
2003.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's electric razor scooter. That's not what it is.
I see 2000, which would put me at like
Yeah, 2000. That makes sense. I was
I
10
don't
years
know,
old.
like 16 or so then. So
Yeah.
that's probably why.
2000,
Like
I was-
it feels like a thing that I'm too old for. Like
Yeah, I was 10 in 2000, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was like 10. It was like 5th grade, 6th grade is when I
That
had
seems
it.
so wow. I feel like scooters would be older than that though. That's crazy.
well, scooters have been around since probably there's been wheels, but like the Razor and like the
the
whole
Razor
wannabe
scooter
like
is what made
edgy
it cool.
BMX deal.
What? That's crazy.
I was on my second marriage.
Oh wow.
Right. I mean, I bought them for my kids.
I grew quick one summer. I was 5'10". In 5th, no way. In 5th grade, you were 5'10"? Holy moly, you were like a giant, Kristen. In 5th grade, probably people thought you were like a teacher.
Didn't need a hall pass.
Paul, did you ever find the GT Performer in a locker or a yard sale? I don't know what that even is. What's a GT Performer?
Is that worth money? I think that's a scooter, isn't it?
It's a scooter too? I don't know what that is. Rollerblading was cool back in the 90s. I never got into
that. Rollerblade was lame.
I had no
Rollerblade
balance
was
for
lame.
that thing.
That's one of those exercise things. I don't know anything about that.
Jimmy's like, I don't know anything about that. It's not a toy. It's not an action figure. I have no clue. Dustin, last pick. Don't blow it.
All right.
Don't blow it here.
Screw this
I think
up,
I'm gonna
don't
go with
screw
a
this
pretty safe bet here, and I'm gonna go with like the Tyco RC cars and those style of
Yes.
RC cars.
Yes.
So
That was on my board too. That was on my board.
like a memory of a specific one would be like it had these tank tracks and everything, and I remember like we went out in the backyard, it was all iced over and everything, and I thought it was just so cool how it could like ramp around all the little snowbanks and everything that like a normal RC car wouldn't have been able to do. And you know, that was like
there was
my
one called like the
90s kid memory with them.
I think it was called the Rebound, the Tyco Rebound. It was like a very low to the ground.
I'm gonna go to a Radio Shack and see all the RC cars.
And like that
You
thing
guys
could do
remember
like
Radio
Similar to that, but it had tank tracks instead. But
yeah, I think
I'm going with all Tyco RC style in general.
You guys had Radio Shack, right? No.
Yeah, we have
Radio
Radio
Shack.
Shack.
I thought Radio
yeah.
Shack closed down. Maybe
It's gone now. Yeah.
Yeah, but remember when you would walk in and you see all the RC cars on the ground?
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that
And if you
that's what
bought
they're known for.
batteries, they wanted your phone number. Like,
Really?
yeah, that was the thing. They always wanted your phone number.
Are you talking about this, Dustin? Is this what you're talking about? This one?
Similar. Yeah, I think mine.
That thing
yeah,
looks badass.
It was
man.
very similar to that.
I would
think
still
the
like have
body
so
of
much
mine was
fun with this
black.
thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's worth $150. I should have kept mine.
Yeah, that thing looks insane.
I could say that about everything. I should have kept that.
I'm talking about this right here, the Rebound. I don't know if you ever
Yeah,
had
I
one,
looked that
like-
up when you mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing
Look up
was so much fun
lowriders,
too.
bro. Lowrider RCs, money too.
The batteries are very expensive. Lowrider, do they make Tyco lowriders?
No, I don't think Tyco, but there are like some like with the remote to make them hop. That
Oh,
shit's
Radio
money,
Shacks
dude.
were Radio
Yeah,
Shack
yeah.
specifically
Yeah,
sold Tyco.
for
Okay,
sure.
yeah.
With no GameCube or Wii, it might still be picked. Jimmy still has a game system.
Oh
But
yeah.
we only voted to have one game system on the board.
I think Jimmy still has
That's
two
why.
picks, right?
Yeah, Jimmy has one.
Well,
pick
that
left,
was my
yeah.
last,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but that's a good pick, Dustin, man. Even like now, when I find them at yard sales, I probably take like 2 weeks to make sure that they work properly before I list them. No, I played them for like 2 weeks straight. Like our RC cars are still so much fun.
I just plug them in if it throw some batteries in if it works.
You don't like
If
you
it
don't
goes
like the-
forward once. No, I'm kidding, but no, I don't.
Mask.
It's just all
Yeah,
volume.
I
Get it
got some
listed.
mass figures I've been holding on to forever.
Mask.
I
I
just-
mask.
I just listed a bunch
That's
of
what we're
masks
still
actually. Well, Jess and I did.
What is mask?
They're like
What's
little
that?
action figures that have like they all have like cool different masks. They have vehicles and stuff. too.
I thought that was a joke. I thought I was talking about like the Jim Carrey
No.
movie. I
Or unless-
thought-
no,
It's a Kenner line.
yeah, they're
okay.
they're like a miniature version of like a Star Wars figure, basically.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then like the masks themselves are what always come up missing too. So like if you ever
Mask, helmet,
yeah, if you find
silver,
them with the masks and they're worth significantly more, yeah, the helmets or whatever.
Is that his real picture? That one guy? The doing this?
No,
No,
that's not-
That's his real picture.
that's not his real picture. No.
That's just real.
He looks very similar. To
I've met Patrick, so that's why that's real funny.
This is also not Krillin's real picture.
And that's
either.
actually
That's-
that's his real picture right there too. That's Krillin's real picture.
Hey, isn't it weird when people have anime pictures as their default picture?
I don't it's not very popular in like Slavic cultures for some reason. Everybody on Facebook when I was like a teenager had their car as a profile picture. It was like super weird. I'm like, everybody had a car. I'm like, just put a picture of yourself on your Facebook. Why are you putting your car? It was like so weird. I kept telling them, like, I don't know if I'm talking to you or if I'm talking to a transformer. They're like just put a picture of yourself, man.
Follow me on Instagram for what I eat pics, where I take pictures of all my meals.
There you go. All right, Art, you're up. You said you had something good
all right.
in the
Yeah,
hopper.
so
You had
this is
something
what's
really
gonna
good.
finish you guys. The thing that's gonna beat all you guys. Wrestler figures, WWE.
That's on my list. LJN, the LJN ones.
Come on, bro. When you get a ring, all the wrestlers that you would get, maybe you'll get a cage, maybe you get a ladder, maybe you get a trash can. All that. When you get all that,
You have to
Save up
get
ketchup
the
packets.
little
Save up
belts.
Save up
Yeah.
the
The little
ketchup packets
belts?
and
Come
make
on,
some
bro.
blood.
Yeah, there we go.
you get Rey
Ketchup
Mysterio fighting
blood.
Undertaker.
Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't really held up in value. Like when you find those old figures at the yard sales, they're selling for like $8-10 on eBay.
The LJN ones sell really good. LJN.
Which one's the LGN? Is that like
They're the 80s stuff.
the 80s one? Yeah.
Yeah.
A bolo for people, refs. That's what you want to find. Like the 80s refs, because there's not that many refs that out there. Those things, I sold a couple refs like $70, $80, like the 80s
Oh
ones.
wow.
Some of the bendables are good, I think, right?
Yeah.
They have like the WWE bendable ones.
Some of the I'm sure,
Am I
they're called,
thinking
they're called,
wrong?
they're called like
$100.
neck breakers or something, Dustin. I think they're called
okay.
like that. But yeah, they snap really loudly. Yeah, those are pretty
The
good.
rings, some rings do sell well too. Like I remember one time I found like three cages in one. Yeah, I remember I found like 3 cages in one spot. That sold really well.
Wow, nice.
Those spring-loaded rings sell really good. Yeah.
I know.
Oh, okay.
We found a bunch at a yard sale once. I just took them all to Whatnot and sold them the next day. That's what I did. I didn't want to list. There was like 80 figures. Like I don't want to list them all on eBay.
Some of
Took
the
them all to
elite
Whatnot.
stuff, can do good. And they're the ones that they bend.
Could kill
They have
someone
a bend in
with
the
his own
chest.
leg.
Anyway, that's me. Whenever I look at the newer
What's up,
wrestlers,
Blackbeard?
I want to check to see if they bend at the weight, like at the chest. Those are usually the elite ones, and they're worth a little bit more.
Who's Blackbeard referring to as GOAT? By the way, I want to know who the GOAT
Me? What
is.
you talking about, bro?
I thought it was for sure Jimmy, but maybe.
Oh,
it could be
Blackbeard.
you.
I'm guessing he's talking about me because he
Oh.
comments on my videos quite often.
Oh, so
That's my guess.
I was guessing he was talking about me, and he's never commented on one of my
yeah, I
videos.
was gonna say he never commented on my video, so that's
Well,
why
at least I
guessed it was
have
Jimmy
some
too.
evidence to back up my ego.
He's like, it's clearly me, guys. Like what kind of question is this? All right, Jimmy, last pick.
So should I pick a video game console?
If you want to,
You don't have to. I mean,
you don't have
Don't
to.
do it. No.
Don't
You
do it.
can
I
pick
think
Uno.
Don't do it.
you'd probably
You
be
can
suicide.
pick
not to pick at least
Candyland if you want.
Well, I have one
You
in
can't say
mind.
game, too.
It's because it was my kid's favorite one. It's the Nintendo DS with the 2 screens, and it's because of you could play GBA games on it, and Pokemon White and Black versions are on that as well, which are great games.
Wow, you went with that though. So, over like all the other ones. That's kind of surprising.
I mean,
No respect for original Xbox.
no,
The-
I'm
the-
not.
the-
I've never played
The
Xbox on
PS,
purpose.
the PS2 was a game changer too, man. The PlayStation 2.
Original
That was,
Xbox
yeah.
is just a Halo machine, man. For me,
Oh,
like,
that's same. Dude, that's the only thing you do.
The
have
only
have
time I
LAN
would-
parties at your house.
One time I ever turned on the Xbox was to test and skip that thing so
Oh, the
bad.
remotes were dumb. The buttons were laid out were dumb. I hated Xbox so much.
Pick Smarties. That's Ken Stick.
Hey,
What's up, Brian? How you doing?
no, that DS.
The Game Gear? No, nobody was taking the Game Gear. I can tell you that.
I had creepy
No
crawlers in
Visionaries
the back of
figures.
my mind.
Yeah.
That's what Shin. Yeah, I had that in
was
the back of my
before
mind.
My time.
See, I jumped
guys-
from. I had Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Then I didn't play games a lot until the original PlayStation came out.
So here is
jump.
the completed board. I have the N64, Super Soakers, Tamagotchi, Sock and Boppers. Dustin has the Super Nintendo, Star Wars, Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Tyco RC cars. Art has the Game Boy, Lego, the display cars. Is that how you want me to say it? I don't know how. I don't know how to
I'll
explain
put
about
diecast cards, bro. Come on.
that. We'll do diecast cars because I feel like display makes it sound bad. Diecast cars.
Vortex
there we
out. Put Nerf, except for Vortex.
put Nerf.
He's going for the win.
Diecast
folks.
cars, Vortex, and the WWF things, and then Jimmy has
Vortex.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Pokemon cards, Master of the Universe, Polly Pockets, and Nintendo DS. Now, chat, you guys can tell us exactly what we missed. For example, like where the Cabbage Patch, where the Furbies.
They're on
No
my list over
Visionaries?
here. I have them on my list. They're honorable mentions for me, I guess.
Creepy crawlers. Jimmy, what else was on your honorable mentions?
I was in honor for since Ray couldn't be here. I was going to pick Power Rangers, but I didn't make it to them. Cabbage Patch Dolls, Furbies, Thundercats, and Voltron. Voltron
Is not a Transformer?
Voltron is the Lions. Come on, and but I not a lot of people. That's going back to when I was a kid and stuff, and it didn't stand the test of time as much as some of the other stuff I picked, as far as remaining popular and mainstream.
No spawn figs. No, I'm not a figure guy, so I was definitely Stretch Armstrong. Is that your time, Jimmy?
No,
How
that's
about Play-Doh?
before.
Stretch
Play-Doh.
Armstrong would be my
No.
era for sure. Yeah, that was
Play-Doh was on
definitely-
my board. I had Play-Doh on my board, but I don't think people would like it that much.
If I was going to pick McFarlane, I would actually pick Halo because the Halo McFarlane stuff is super popular. Very collectible.
I had more outside stuff in
Looking at
mine.
Polo, by the
I
way.
had a wiffle ball and bat. I don't know why I like that. I had the dyno bike, those like BMX dyno bikes with the big pegs and the big tires. I had
The other one with, like
that.
3 spokes.
Yeah. I had Nerf guns, and I think that's the rest of my. I had more game systems in case I didn't get in 64, and I had Play-Doh, and I had the Little Tykes hoop. I don't know why, but it's there.
I gotta show this to Fleecon. Check this one out. Fleecon.
I'm glad nobody picked laser tag because that toy sucked. I got one once for Christmas and it did not work at all.
What
Silverhawks.
is that,
I
Jimmy?
loved Silverhawks, the cartoon.
Yeah, I would have to say that probably what the chat's mentioning, the 3 biggest misses, and I had thought about these going into it, would be the Cabbage Patch Kids, the Tonka, and the Hot Wheels. I mean, the Tonka, you got, I mean, like almost every boy got that big dump truck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, that's just a
Fire
staple.
Jimmy. What
That's
did Jimmy do?
Silverhawks. That's Cowboy from Silverhawks. I loved Silverhawks, but it wasn't very popular. So.
Yeah, Hot Wheels for sure.
Yeah, Hot Wheels is a big miss, honestly.
Magic the Gathering I never got into. So I was Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, so that's not a Silverhawks, Brave Star, Visionaries, and Battle Beasts.
You know, it's another good older one is the Evil Knievel Stunt Cycle. That was super popular, but again, you're going way back with that.
There's a Batman version of the Stretch Armstrong that's worth thousands. Did not know that was a thing. No, don't. What's up, Brian? How you doing?
I hope I find it, then I'll
See,
make
this
a
way you gotta do
thumbnail
bolos,
about
bro.
it.
Do
Like,
a bolo draft.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
All right, so guys, tomorrow we will have this up on my community page. Make sure you guys go vote for my team and not everybody else's.
I think I got this one.
I feel like
I'm pretty confident.
Dustin, you picked Dustin just Googled most popular toy of this decade and he just picked all of them. So it's gonna be kind of hard to,
It's like
hard
that,
to beat. But if
I
people
think
like the
I've-
outside,
If I
they
had to
got me.
predict, it'll either be me or Jimmy.
If
I
people
think.
like going outside, they're gonna vote for me. If people like looking at things in a case, they might vote for you.
I mean, the
guys.
sun burns, so I mean, just play with action figures.
Yeah.
If people like building things, art might win too because Lego is very strong. You know, so it's
I think you would have been better off picking Power Wheels than those Razor scooters.
no man. Razor scooters
just
were
joking.
legit, man.
Yeah, the Razor scooters,
had
I'd
one
say,
of
yeah.
I'm just joking. I'm just saying
Razor
that 'cause
scooters
it's in
were
the
so much
chat.
fun. Nah. I say Dustin has it, Jimmy close second. There we go.
I'd probably agree. Maybe you could even flip-flop it on the draft. I don't know.
I kind of.
Art, are you confident in your team? Show some confidence in your team.
It doesn't
Art.
matter. It doesn't matter if I come. If I'm first or last, it doesn't matter. I know I'm a winner. All right.
Or winning's all that matters. Winning is all that matters.
He's like, I got to spend the last hour and a half with you guys. That's all that I care about. I don't care about no.
Do you have
poll.
Madden playing on your team?
I was just gonna say I've been watching Madden.
Yeah, my
in
son's
that-
playing Madden right
in
now.
that-
Yeah,
in
okay,
that
okay.
option.
I
He's
thought it was
doing pretty
like the game one. I like his shirt.
No, my
It's
son's
really
playing
cool.
Madden. That's one.
Oh, the Grinch shirt, yeah.
That's the Grinch shirt is dope.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah, he's
welcome.
playing Madden right now. See, he's playing.
Is he losing?
PlayStation. No, he's playing. He made his own
Is
players.
that the PS5? You got the PS5?
Yeah.
Look at bougie.
Mhm.
Look at art with the PS5 there, man.
Did you find that PS5 yourself in the wild?
Dude, no, I bought this one from a coworker. I actually had 2 PS5s at one time.
Hmm.
It was kind of cool.
To
No,
me,
because
the GOAT
after I bought
wins,
one,
but I'm
people were
biased.
telling it to me.
Again, we're not sure who he's referring to.
I'm pretty
You guys have
confident in who he's
PS5 now?
referring to.
Dustin,
have PS5s?
of course,
I
wins.
feel like everybody has one.
Everybody has a what?
I feel like everyone has a PS5 now. You guys have PS5s?
No.
I got a Series S, so I'm
I have a PS4
Rocking
that's
the
gathering
Xbox.
dust. And Paul had inline skates.
They started putting crossplay for Rainbow Six Siege, which is like the only thing I have any time to play now. So I have to play games with filthy PlayStation users now.
Yeah, we're the worst.
Oh wow, okay, we'll go
We're the
there.
worst.
Hey, Fall Guys, dude, Fall Guys is a dope ass game.
It's
Filthy
really
PlayStation
honestly, it's that
users.
Game Pass is such a value. If I wasn't just working all the time, I'd be playing
Really?
that nonstop.
Yeah.
It's just loaded with stuff for like $15 a month.
Wow. How much is the PS Plus thing? Because I've been paying for that for about a year and I haven't touched my PlayStation in a while. Is the whole place?
I don't know. I don't do that.
Look,
I
you
don't
have to
think
pay for the,
I don't think I buy that.
either it's
I
less.
I have the
than-
digital
Yeah.
PS5.
Because like I think you have to have it to play online. You have to have like the PlayStation whatever or something to play online. I forgot what it was called. I don't know. Anyways, thank you to Jimmy. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you, Art.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you guys coming on. It's a lot of fun. Good little nostalgia, bringing us back to the good old days. And also, I learned a couple good things. Learned what to find in the wild. I guess I have to go and watch Star Wars now. So I
Just
can
look
be,
at the list and buy that stuff.
So I can be pretty much look at this list, guys. Anything in this list is probably worth picking up. Besides Art's diecast cars.
And make
Don't
sure to
get that.
haggle.
Oh my, bro, you are sleeping.
Yeah, don't buy die.
Millions
Be
of
careful
dollars.
on the diecast though. Seriously, on the flipping those.
Bro, come on, you guys know that there's some really valuable ones.
And there's some $8 ones too.
No, there's definitely good ones, but like they'll get like the Maisto like $8 free
Oh,
shipping
yeah,
zones.
cool.
What's
Yeah,
up,
don't do
Ginger
that.
Marvin? How you guys doing?
They get those
We're about
like
to wrap
double
up
edition
over here.
ones.
Yeah. Well, that's also the same thing. There's also a bunch of cheap Ninja Turtle figures, a bunch of cheap Polly Pockets. There is no cheap Razor scooters though. Those hold up their value like gold, man. Anytime you see a
really?
Razor, no.
I've never.
I'm thinking to myself, no way.
I see those at about every yard sale I go to.
Yeah, I always.
I've never-
You should
I'm
get
like,
it,
man.
man.
I could have been rich. I passed up on tons of those.
Sell them for like $10 free ship all the time, man. Easy money.
Then I think I sold a Razor pogo stick once.
Oh.
Yeah, and I don't know. I got it for $1. So
Yeah, I actually don't know.
yeah, I don't remember what I sold it for. So this is meaningless.
No one said American Girl. I don't know what that like the dolls,
like American Girl dolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
move.
Of course it is American Girl doll.
Thrift Daddy, I was drafting on things that I wanted as a kid, so I did not want any American Girl doll toys.
I considered going Barbie to try
It
to.
says have aluminum scrap value to scooters. There you go.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
What's
I
up,
really
reseller
did consider
madness?
Barbie.
Barbie was on your list there.
Well, I was thinking about it, but then
Well,
I was just like,
when
that's why I
Jimmy
asked for that
said-
demographic information.
Yeah,
but
when Jimmy said the girls, I thought he was definitely going for Cabbage Patch Kids.
I thought he was going to
doing
go
that.
Barbie. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to go Polly Pockets. That was.
I just looked too much
Oh,
into
Barbie.
it. Polly Pocket was such a smart idea. It really was. If you think about it, when they sat down and they thought of that, it was very, very good marketing.
You should never go if you're no, for sure. I still make
yeah,
a girl in the past. But it's not something I wanted for Christmas. All right, guys. Thank you so much to everybody. We'll see you guys next week on Ray's channel. I don't know what the topic is yet because that's what Ray has to figure out. Thank you to Jimmy for filming last minute. Ray forgot
Fun.
he had a holiday party. He's like, oh, I have a holiday party. Can't make it. So I was like, all right, cool. I didn't want you anyway. I wanted Jimmy anyway on this. So he's like, all right, cool.
He seems to be the toy expert. So.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned it last week. He's like, I want to be on that one. You guys picked me for Christmas movies. All right. Everybody have a good night. Peace out. Go subscribe to these guys if you haven't. Besides Dustin, don't subscribe to him. But everybody else,
You're already subscribed.
If you see Dustin